Hi and welcome to this episode of Fairmont Rainmakers. Today we will talk about working hard or working smart. What's the best thing to do? Now, it is very important to have goals, because if you don't have goals, you won't be able to work in an intelligent way. Now, also we will talk about how to make your time more valuable, because that's one of the main points of this episode. You need to make your time more valuable, and when you do that, you will make more money. Now we will also talk about this is a bit what we have been saying in the other episodes. You don't need to limit yourself. You can work hard and also smart. So it's not that you need to choose something. That's one of the main things that you need to develop. You need to stop having a scarcity mentality. You need to be resourceful, and you need to be limitless. You need to understand that the only limitations are the limitations that you put in yourself and that others put in yourself. We'll talk a bit about Carlos Slim, because he doesn't believe in working hard, like working 15 hours a day, 6 days a week, 7 days a week. He doesn't believe in that. And I mean, always when you take advice, you need to make sure that whoever is saying something is successful. Now, Carlos Slim, he's in the top 10 richest people in the world. He's a billionaire. He was a few years the richest guy in the world, the richest person in the world. So what he says is quite important. To when he talks, when he's saying something, you should listen. You shouldn't listen to someone that is just making you choose, or just telling you that they are right and everyone else is wrong. You need to understand that to make a decision, and especially to put all the beliefs that you need to put in your subconscious mind and in your mind. You need to decide by yourself what is true and what is not true. You don't need to just listen to people and do what people tell you to do, and believe what people tell you to believe. You need to think by yourself and get into the conclusions that you want to have, because is your mind. You shouldn't give up in your mind. You need to make sure that all the beliefs that you put in your mind are the right ones. So, well, at the end we will remind you and a bit explain on why you don't need to limit yourself in any way. So, okay, let's start about working smart and working hard. Uh, there is a bit of a story on this. I know people that worked decades in a job, and they start at 9 a.m., then they finish at 3 p.m., then they have a break between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m., then at 6 p.m. they start again until 10:30, 11 p.m. And then they do that 5 days a week. A couple of days maybe they work maybe half day, so they have different times, but a lot of days they work like that. And do you think they are multimillionaires? Do you think they are very wealthy? No, they don't. They make money to survive. They make money to survive, and they are not very wealthy. So they work very hard. I mean, they work a lot more than a lot of people that make way more money than them. So if you think about it, the best thing that you can do is to work smart, not work hard, because You're only working hard is not that you will make a lot of money. That's why you need to have goals. You need targets. You need to have the right direction as well. That's why it's very important to get around the right people. Get around people that really wants to make you better and to improve your mind. Now, this is the thing. It's not about working hard or working smart. It's about making your time valuable. You need to make sure that your time is expensive. Now, if you just do this, but you won't do it. But I mean, people can do it. But because people care about what others think, it is very difficult for people to do this. But I mean, if you're serious, you should do this. So tell everyone, all your friends and all the people that call you and contact you and ask you to spend your time with them. Tell them that it is okay, but it costs. I mean, if you're just starting and you don't have a lot of skills and you're not making a lot of money and you're just learning how to make 100 or 500k a year, then tell them, okay, that's fine, but I charge $200 an hour, so no problem. We can meet. We can go for a coffee. We can go to the. I mean, if they want to pay you $200 an hour to go to watch a movie, then no problem. Tell them that's fine. But of course, they won't do that. They won't pay you one penny. They won't pay you anything. They want your time for free, and you don't have any problem in giving them your time for free. That's how life is. That's how people is. Now, why you don't tell them that? You won't do it. I mean, I think maybe 1% will do it. I hope more people, but really, because you care about what others think about you. Because, of course, if you tell them that, they won't be your friends anymore. And you want friends. You want to have friends because when you have friends, you feel better. You feel that you have that connection with people that you care about. And that's why people is not serious, because they care about that and they don't care about making a lot of money, because to make a lot of money, you need to make your time more valuable. That's very, very, very important. Now, well, there is a day, which is Sunday, that people don't work. So on a Sunday, I mean, if you have a family, then Sunday you spend time with your family. If you don't have a family, maybe Sunday you can tell them you can spend your time doing nothing, basically, or just enjoying or having fun. Actually, you can enjoy on Sundays if you worked Monday to Saturday. Now, the problem of society is that we live in a world where everyone works Monday to Friday, and on Friday the system is designed to make you want to have fun on Fridays and Saturdays, and spend your money, and worse than that, people get drunk, people party. I mean, party on Friday and Saturday. I mean, why? I mean, party. I mean, you're celebrating something. What are you celebrating? That's very, very, very strange. But it's very well thought by the system, because that makes people spend money so that they don't save, so that they stay in the rat race. Everything is designed to make you stay in the rat race, because if you stay in the rat race, you won't compete with companies. You won't, and they don't want to have a lot of employees that just come and go, because that's more. It's expensive to have different people all the time. It's better to keep people. And as long as people is not saving, is not investing, is not making a lot of money, companies are okay because it's good. They don't want you to save money. I mean, do you think companies care that you own a house, or you live in a nice apartment or house, or you drive a nice car? They don't care, man. They don't give a fuck. They really don't care. They want profits. That's the system. So you need to use the system to your advantage. You need to do it in a legal, moral, and ethical way. But you need to learn how the system works, and you need to be able to use the system in the right way. And you need to learn how to use the law as well. We will talk about that in another episode, but I mean, to use the law is very important. I mean, well, I know a lot of people don't like Trump, but we need to agree that he knows how to make billions. And the reason why he knows how to make billions is because he knows how to use the law. He's not letting the law use him. He knows how to use the law. So it's very important to use the law properly and to use the system properly. He knows how to use the system. Now, how do you make your time more valuable? You make your time more valuable by when you become more valuable. Now, how can you become more valuable? By learning new things, by learning things that will make you more valuable. Okay, so what is everything that is teaching you how to make money, how to earn money, how to invest, how to do due diligence, how to exit on investments, how to protect the downside, but also how to play to win and not play not to lose. I mean, if you have a lot of money and you have maybe more than 20 million and you are playing not to lose, I mean, yeah, you're not making more money, but okay, you're just living. I don't think it's that entertaining, but it's okay. You can do that. You can do that because you have a lot of money. Unless you start doing things that are not legal, but that's stupid, because if you have a lot of money, you for sure you need to do things that are legal so that you can keep it. Now, this is the thing. It is very, very important to have goals, because if you don't have goals, your time will be used by other people. So you don't need to let other people use your time, because if you let other people use your time, is the same, and it can be worse than let other people use your money. You don't let people use your money. You don't let if someone tells you, hey, give me $1,000 or £1,000 or €1,000, you won't do it, because like why? I mean, no, it's your money. You spend your time to make that money, so they shouldn't take it. But then why do you let others use your time? You shouldn't do that. Now, in regards of time, it's very, very important to make your time, the quality of your time needs to be very high. So when you spend time with someone, well, you need to charge them, but that time needs to be very valuable. So if you become someone that is very knowledgeable, very skilled, then you can charge for your time, because, and this is the thing, I mean, if you're in business, for example, and You, let's say you sell, well, now a lot of people is selling on Amazon. Yeah, so let's say you're selling on Amazon and you're making 50,000 a year. Now, if someone that is making 500,000 a year tells you, okay, I can teach you how to do it in one day, and I charge you $1,000, then that's a no-brainer, because I mean, the time that they are spending in teaching you is very, very valuable. That's why I was also saying that it is very important that in a way you are selfish, and you increase the quality of your life, because in that way you can help people. You can help people. You can make people better. You can increase the value of other people's time as well. Now, so how do you become more valuable? How do you make your time more valuable? Yes, by getting knowledge and getting skills. Now, how do you do that? You need to, this is very, very important. You need to learn how to concentrate and how to put your attention in the right information, in the right things, in the right people, and how to stay away of negative people, of the wrong people, of the wrong information. I mean, especially news media and also marketing messages. I mean, nowadays everyone is on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat, and I mean, all that is a waste, and is just marketing messages going to your head all the time. You're just, everyone is telling you buy, but you're not selling anything. So you need to change that mentality. You need to also sell. You need to sell something. You need to sell. You don't need to be only a buyer, because that's why people is broke, because they're just buying things, and then you have the sell. Then you have the sell, and then when you have the sell, they know about the laws of influence. We'll talk about that in other episodes as well. I mean, the laws of influence, one law is social proof and scarcity. I mean, they say, well, there is only 10 of these t-shirts left, so you have until today at 11 p.m. to buy, and you go and you buy. They're using the laws of influence on you, and they are selling you, but you need to sell. If you want to make money, you need to sell. It is good to buy as well, but first you need to sell. You need to make money first, and then you go and you buy, and then you go and you spend in whatever you want to spend. Now, your time, the best investment is to invest your time in your customers, in your clients, in getting new leads, in branding, in marketing, in increasing your pipeline. Now, if we think about it, so that person that works, that I put the example, works 9 to 3, and then 6 to 11 p.m. For 40 years. Let's say works for 40 years. Let's say it makes 20,000 a year. Now, 20,000 a year. Let's say 25,000 a year. 25,000 a year for 10 years is 250,000. And in 40 years is $1 million. Now, it is possible to close one deal that will make you more than $1 million. That's crazy, because you can make in one deal more than someone can do in their lifetime. That's the reality. That's the reality. Now, you will say, well, it's almost impossible to close a deal that will make more than $1 million. I mean, it is not. I mean, well, in real estate, there are lots of deals that make more than $1 million. And then you would say, well, but you need the money to invest. Now, this is the thing. I don't think you should think that the first deal that you would close will make you $1 million, because everything is important to start small, to do everything in a small scale, because you need to do everything step by step. And yeah, I mean, to try to do a deal of 1 million to start, it is difficult for sure, and it can be very difficult. So you should start with the smaller deals. But it is possible to make a deal that makes more than $1 million without money. Now, if you're in real estate, I mean, in the US, you make 6% of the price of a property. If you get the listing and you get the lead and you get the buyer, if you get the listing and you get the buyer, you make 6%. So if you sell an apartment or a penthouse of 20 million, you make 1.2 million in commission. And that's how you can make over 1 million in one transaction. And that's not the only way to do it. I mean, we even sell we sell different things at Fairmont, but real estate is very good, because in real estate you have lots of deals, and there are deals that will make you, I mean, usually, yeah, you should make from 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, but there are deals that make way more than that. I mean, but at Fairmont we also trade mines and businesses. Now, in mining, your commission is it can be 5 or 10%. Now there is a mine is 200 million. The commission is 10%, so 20 million, and there is 3 people involved, so that's about 6.67 million commission on that deal. And there are lots of deals like that. I mean, yes, you need to find the buyers. You need to find someone that is looking for those. I mean, even if you go to Monaco, I mean, everyone that is selling the yachts, they make a lot of money. Like, they make millions when they sell one unit. So it's not something crazy to think that to make $1 million in one deal without spending any money is impossible, because it is possible. But for sure you shouldn't think that you shouldn't have that as your first deal, because it is a lot easier to close deals that make 5,000 or 10,000. I mean, that's not a lot. I mean, you can think that it's a lot, but it's not. The thing is that in every deal, well, in everything that you do in life, you need to think that when you accomplish something, you have more confidence. You have more confidence, because when let's say you close a deal that makes you 5,000, that will give you confidence. And then when you are trying to close another deal and you are getting more leads and more prospects and increasing your pipeline, you will go back to that memory, and then you will know that you can do it because you did it before. So always the most difficult deal is the first deal in everything. So make sure that you don't give up until you close your first deal. After is easier. It's a lot easier, and after you will have more motivation. So anyway, there are more ways to and a lot of products and services that you can sell and you can make, and that can make you money without an investment. Now, so about working hard and working smart, you need to do both. But remember, Li Ka-shing, another billionaire, he invests between 70 to 80% of his time in learning new things, learning about the new industries, learning about the industry that he's working on as well, and 20 to 30% of the time in the business that he's running. So he's making himself better, let's say 70% of the time, and he's working on his business 30% of the time. So he's working smart 70% of the time, and he's working hard 30% of the time. Now, it is very, very, I mean, there is no point in learning anything if you won't take action, if you want to implement the things that you learn. That's why you shouldn't learn that much without implementing, without doing anything. I mean, that's why in our training we have a very interesting way of training, because you will have big pauses during the training, so that you do the things that we're telling you to do, that you need to do in order to increase your pipeline and close more deals. So it's not just listening to what we teach, it's also taking action, it's also doing it. I mean, the most important things that you need to do, you need to take action, you need to pull the trigger, you need to do what you need to do in order to achieve what you want to achieve. And the thing is that you don't need to care if you like or if you don't like what you do, because a lot of the things that you do and that you have to do to be successful, you won't like, but you need to do them anyway. You just need to do what you need to do. You don't need to care about your own thoughts or your own the physical body. I mean, you are the one that needs to control your mind and your emotions and your body, because the physical body wants to rest. The physical body doesn't want to work. I mean, if you're going to the gym or if you're doing exercise at home or anywhere, like, your physical body prefers to rest, but you need to control it and you need to make it do what you want to do, because you are more than just a physical body, and you're more than your mind as well. That's why you need to train your mind. You need to control your mind. Now, controlling the mind, that's something that is one of the keys in life. And I mean, on that, they don't mention that topic on school, they don't mention that in college, they don't mention that in university, but that's very important. Not only your mind, also your emotions. I mean, you need to know who you are. So to know who you are, you need to understand that there is something bigger in yourself than what you think you are. But when you realize that, you also know that that is also in other people. So everyone is valuable. But the thing is that then why people is broke and why there is people that suffer, because they just don't manifest that. But anyway, that's how you become valuable. You learn more things, you get new skills, you know, and you close more deals, you get more contacts, you have more customers, you get a bigger network, you have more knowledge, more skills, you have more deals that you closed. The more deals you close, the more valuable you are, because for every deal you will learn something, you will become better. And if you have a lot of deals and a lot of transactions, not only on that, is also the same, is not only quantity, is also quality, in regards of if you sell a lot of things that, I mean, if you sell a lot of products that are a pound, then, I mean, you won't become that valuable because you're not making a lot of money anyway. So people will, I mean, you will deal with people that buy things that cost a pound, and that won't make you rich. I mean, that's not the best way to become very rich. But if you have a lot of transactions in money, experience, then you're very valuable. I mean, if you meet someone with billions in transactions experience, then you respect that person because they had the balls to close those deals, even to try. They had the balls to do it, and there is a lot to learn from them. So if you become like that, your time will be so valuable that yes, people will pay you. I mean, even your friends will say, well, this guy or this girl became so valuable, so rich. I mean, yes, he's asking me money, but I will learn good things. So one day they can pay you for your time. Now, Carlos Slim, he doesn't believe in working hard. He believes in being organized. He says that he doesn't believe in working 16 hours a day, 6 or 7 days a week. He believes in organization. Now, Carlos Slim is well, 3 years he was the richest person in the world. So what he says is true. Now, why he thinks like that, and why organization is very important. I mean, organization is everything. If you are not organized, you will waste your time, you will waste your money, you will waste your relationships, your contacts, everything. I mean, you need to be organized. That's the key. I mean, and that comes from order. Now, in order, you need to learn to do the first things first. There's a book even that is called First Things First. I mean, you need to do first the most important things. Some of the most important things may be, I mean, if you're in a business that is not legal, your priority is to change a business because you need to do something that is legal. But maybe you don't see it because I mean, maybe you make money, but really you need to change your business. You need to do something that is legal. Now, so that's your priority if that's the case. Now, if you're doing a business that is legal, but you're not making money, then your priority is to change your business and learn a business that makes money. I mean, if you need to close a business that is not making money, close it. Just change. What's the problem? Remember, it's not about running a business. It's not about being a boss. It's not about the boss life. That's stupid. It's not about that. It's about the money. It's about the cash. It's about being liquid. That's the most important thing. About being the boss. About that's the same. That doesn't matter. You rather be someone with no employees and with a lot of money than someone with a lot of employees and no money. It's a no-brainer. But remember that you need to learn to think in the money, not only on the activities that you're doing. Now, I agree for sure with Carlos Slim, but I mean, also he works hard. It's not that he doesn't work. I mean, he works. He works, for sure he works. More than 40 hours, for sure. More than 50, for sure. I think he may work 70 hours a week. I think. And for sure he's thinking about all his businesses, like all the time, all the time. Maybe on the weekends, maybe on a Sunday or a Saturday, he's just not thinking about it. But Monday to Friday, I mean, the thing is that if you're making money, if you're doing what you like, but yeah, especially if you're making money, you will enjoy thinking about your business, even if it's something that you don't really like, because the money, you like the money, because with the money you can do everything. So remember, don't think that you need to be in business to make a lot of money. Think about the money first. Don't think about the business too much. Think about the money. Think about the finance. If your business is not making you a lot of money, you need to change business. If your job is not making you a lot of money, change job, but also run a business. Because it is true that billionaires, it's not that billionaires are billionaires just with a job. They run businesses. They run stuff. They run companies. They know how to enter into an investment, how to exit, how to look for deals, how to look for investment opportunities, and how to get the money. I mean, getting the money is also a skill that you need to learn, because it's the same. You can have so many deals. If you don't have the money or the investor, then you're wasting your time. So same, you need the deal, and you need the finance for the deal, and you need to get the right deal in the deal, and you need to get the right deal on the finance, or the investor that is buying needs to give you a good commission, or you need to see both aspects. There is not that you just need the money or you just need the deal, because that's stupid. I mean, if you think about it, you see all these companies. Even the Wolf of Wall Street. I mean, he raised hundreds of millions, and the problem was that the deals were shit. They were penny stocks, so they didn't make any money, and that's why fucking everything went to shit. Now, if he raised all that money in and did like a private equity firm, and invested into good deals, for sure he will be a billionaire. I mean, if you see private equity firms like Blackstone, BlackRock, I mean, they manage billions, hundreds of billions, and BlackRock, they manage trillions, and they keep getting money because they keep getting deals. So it is stupid just to raise finance and not to know about how to do deals, how to find the best deals, how to find the best customers, or the best deals in finance as well. So I mean, yes, that they are very big companies. I mean, you need to start small. If you're starting, you need to start small. You need to remember to do everything small, and even Jeff Bezos, I mean, the richest guy in the world, he believes that. He believes that everything that he does it small, never big. I mean, he's the biggest, but he's the biggest because he knows how to implement that mentality, that mindset. You need to do everything small, but you need to have big goals. But when you have big goals, remember that financially, every deal counts, every money that is coming in counts. So you need to put attention to detail. It's very important. Well, that's all for today's episode. To close, we will say, so remember not to limit yourself. Also, if you are interested in our training, you can go to fairmontrainmakers.com, and you can learn there more about how to source deals, how to get the best deals, and how to get investors to sell the deals to. I mean, that's how you start, because yes, if you're starting, you need to generate some cash, and you need to have cash. you need to be liquid. You don't need to think about doing deals yourself, because you need to be liquid first. Now, if you are liquid, if you are someone that maybe has a good job and you have money and you want to invest, then our training will also help you to do the second thing, which is to do deals yourself, because there are so many deals, and everyone is asking you to invest in something. Everyone is telling you that they will give you 5%, 10% a year. But if you look into private equity, if you look into companies that make a lot of money, a lot of the times an investment can make you 10x your money, or can make you twice your money, like 100% return on investment. That's very, very good. So this is the thing. If you don't know that exists, then you won't do those deals, because you just don't know that it is possible to do deals like that. Now, it is not the case that all the deals make 10x. 10x, 20x. If you are in finance, you know that's a great deal. It is very difficult, but you also know that it is possible. It is possible. If you don't know about finance, you would say, "Oh, that's too good to be true." So I suggest you learn about those kind. You don't need to learn how to do those deals, because a lot of the times you need a lot of money. In leverage buyouts, you can make 20x your money when you exit, or in roll-ups is you can make way more. But at least just educate yourself so that you understand that it's not too good to be true. It is possible to make those returns. Now, the same. You shouldn't start by thinking, well, I will make a deal of 20x. No. If you have money and you make a deal and you make 50-100% return on investment, that's very good. So that's not what you make. If you just have the money sitting there, you're making 2% or 1%. Less than that even. So if you make 50%, that's a lot of profit. Now, that's all for today. So remember not to limit yourself. The only limits are the limits that you are putting in yourself, and that other people put on your mind. You need to clean your mind. You need to remember that you don't need to believe in the things that others tell you to believe. You don't need to believe in what others are doing either. You need to think by yourself. You need to seek the truth by yourself. You need to seek you need to seek to understand everything by yourself. Just that's very important, because I think now society is we live in a world that is just everything is social proof. Everything is social proof, and that's one of the laws of influence, social proof. And we will talk in an episode about it, but social proof is so powerful. And you really need to learn about social proof, because a lot of decisions that people make, they just make them because of social proof. They just don't think. People don't think anymore. Anyway, thanks for listening, and we will see you in the next episode.